Oh my God, it has been such a long time. Let me say sorry and welcome back to Measurements with Love, Cooking, Laughing, and Healing with Rachel O. And of course, I'm Rachel O, and let's start making this dish. I know it's been a minute, and I know that I've been posting like it's gonna be some new episodes and things to come, but things have transitioned, as you can see, all good things. And I realized in some areas I put the cart before the horse, and I want to be a little bit more on a personable level with you guys rather than such a formal setting. So I want your interactions. I want to have conversations. So I am going to go live a little bit more. You're going to see me in my natural habitat: glasses, frizzy hair, the shirt. This is how I look at home. This is how I express my love to my family and my friends through my measurements of love, which is cooking and having good conversation. So I want to extend that to you guys, and I want to be able to do this together, and then we'll eventually get back to the other stuff. So in the meantime, we're going to make some lamb chops. So first, we're going to prepare our lamb chops. Gelson's is expensive. These three cost me $50. Thank God for a job. So we're going to keep it basic though. We're going to season the meat itself with salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. From there, we're gonna go ahead to our skillet, and then we're gonna make a balsamic vinegar and brown sugar glaze for the chops. So, I don't measure, but I'll try to give you a gauge on what we're doing, but just feel it in your spirit, okay? So we have our salt, and you already know what we do on one side, we're gonna do on the other. So you wanna salt the entire thing generously, and I let my chops sit out to get room temperature for about a good 45 minutes after coming out the refrigerator, just to make sure that everything is going to evenly cook. So yeah, this really want to know how you guys been doing. I've been kind of great. A lot of changes. I'm at Nana's house. And I want to say thank you to Ashley, who owns the content house, her and Britt. I'm going through a lot of changes in all the right ways, where I had to just kind of pull back in some areas. So we're just seasoning our lamb chops, salt and pepper. And then we're going to add our garlic powder. And then we're going to go from there. I really wanted to play some music for you guys, but I'm not trying to get this thing taken down. So we'll put something nice in there if we can. Okay? So let's go ahead and move over to our hot plate and our skillet. Okay, so on your skillet, you want your skillet to be at high heat because we want to get a good sear on the chops. We're going to cook them on each side for about 2 minutes, take them out, let them rest, and then we're going to build our sauce, okay? So we want to add some oil to our hot pan. We want to coat it evenly, not too much. And we want that to get a nice glaze. Remember I told you guys in the past, I know it's been a while, give me some time. Once you get that nice little glow, that's how you know that your oil is heating up. But if you're also like a great aunt and you splash a little flour or water, you can also test your flour that way too, but don't get burnt. So we're gonna start. I like to test it. Right. So we're gonna add, what is this? A teaspoon of garlic. We want to cook it until it's fragrant. I don't know where the other part came from. Right. And it's already fragrant. It smells really good. Brown it just a little bit. And honestly, guys, like this is really like my raw self. My nails isn't done. I don't have any lashes on. My hair, no weave. Just me. And this is what I look like on a daily basis. I'm gonna have some lashes next time and some nails because that's a part of lifestyle. I just took a little break. But We don't want to overcrowd our pan, and with all these expensive chops, we only need 3 anyway. So that's enough for this area. Like I said, we're gonna cook them on each side for 2 minutes, take them out, let them rest, and then we're gonna build our sauce around it. What you need for your sauce, we have brown sugar, a little balsamic vinegar. We're gonna add even more garlic powder, a little bit of parsley, not that, and salt and pepper. So we want a really good char on here. This is why you want your skillet up. Grill, I guess, but I don't know how to work it, so I didn't want to start a fire today. I'll play with it and then bring it back another day. So while that's cooking off, we have our items here, which we're gonna put into this same pan so we can cultivate the same flavors. You can add a little bit of cayenne pepper. You can add, I'm gonna add a little bit of red rooster because I don't have cayenne pepper, and it'll still give you that heat, the sweetness, the savoriness, and then we'll plate it up, and then we'll see how it goes. Right. And we don't want our garlic to burn too much. So yeah, I know we're coming out of cuffing season. Some people are staying cuffed, some people are getting uncuffed. You know what I'm saying? We're going into Gemini season. I have a birthday coming up, June 12th. If you want to send me a gift, I'll find a P.O. box for you to send it to. I'm joking. But I'm actually going through some really good changes, which is why I've changed a lot of things. I am relocating to a different place. Everything in my life is changing, actually. No, I'm not pregnant. That's not what's happening. This is getting a good sear on it. That's not happening. But yeah, since we're talking about cuffing season and uncuffing season, I just feel like, you know, we don't circle the block. So whoever you get uncuffed from, make sure that's what you want to do, okay? Because ain't no circling the block. No. So make sure when you make your mind up, when you're trying to be that girl, that guy, that you're making the right decision for yourself. And if you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, it's okay. It's okay to settle down. It is okay. And you're not settling down in a horrible kind of way. You're just settling into something that's going to push you forward. Because everybody needs somebody on any level. It could be companionship, a significant other, whatever your thing is. I don't judge. But, you know, it's okay. If you're in your 20s, have a good time. Don't go get married tomorrow. Unless that's what you want to do. But take your time. And I know I'm giving like unsolicited advice, but listen. So these lamb chops are actually cooking through. They don't have the sear that I want, but I don't want to overcook them, so I'm going to put them on the plate. I'm going to reduce the heat, and I'm going to let them rest on the plate here because we have to build our sauce. Okay, so we're going to deglaze our pan with a good red wine. I got this out of Nana's bar. Thank you. So I want to go ahead and do that. Want to watch that. There we go. So we're going to deglaze that. Excuse all the smoke. We're going to add a little bit more garlic because you can't go wrong with garlic. And our heat is still on low to medium heat. We don't want anything to burn at this point. So let's just mix that in. Okay. And the recipe does not call for this, but I'm gonna add in a little bit of butter. I just feel like, why not? You know? If you have cholesterol issues or a history of bad cholesterol, hold off on the butter. Don't do this. Okay? stay safe because the recipe does not call for that. So you don't necessarily have to do that. So we're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit more just to get that going. So we're gonna add our brown sugar. And we're gonna just add that, what's that? 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons, 5 teaspoons. We're gonna wait. Okay. If you got diabetes, do 2 teaspoons. Okay. Our sugar has already reduced. And by the way, this is my first time making this. So if it's nasty, we'll find somebody to blame it on. And I'm gonna eyeball it. That's enough. So this is garlic powder. This is not garlic salt. So be careful when it comes to that. If you're gonna use salt, to just be very mindful. Put a little bit of pepper. So I'm pretty much seasoning the sauce with what I seasoned the meat with the exception of the brown sugar and balsamic, of course. So I turned the heat back up so it's coming to a boil. I want to keep stirring because we do not want this to burn. We're now going to add our chops back and we're going to let them cook, okay? Get them, ooh, that looks good. Get them going in the sauce. For me, I like my medium well. So that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't take that long, but we're gonna let them cook a little bit. And the way that you can test this as well, when you're touching your meat to know that's done, and you get like a spring back. So if you're touching your flesh here, you get the spring back. That's how you can tell when meat is done most times, when you're touching it and it kind of bounces back. If it's still kind of like sinking in, fleshy, let it cook some more or flip it over, you know? Oh, I forgot. We did use red wine as well. So, and use a red wine that you're gonna drink. Don't just like, oh, I'm just go buy whatever. No, use something that you're familiar with drinking so that your food actually, you know, tastes good. So yeah, so future reference, I'm actually gonna switch those over. Future reference, I do want to go live more. That was a little clumsy of me. I do want to go live more. I do want to interact with you guys more, and I want to hear from you what you want to cook together. Because eventually we're gonna do this thing together. It's not just on me. We're gonna have conversations together. You guys are gonna give me suggestions, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time doing it. So I want to get a clean plate so that I can take these off, and then we're gonna plate this together once this is done. But like I said, this pairs very, very well with your grits. They pair well with potatoes. You can eat these alone by themselves, okay? So on our brown sugar mixture, I'm adding a little bit of garlic powder. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, and it's gonna be like our little cute little garnish. And but we don't want it too sweet. We want it savory because the balsamic and brown sugar sauce, if you will, is pretty it's pretty sweet. So you want to just like mix that up a little bit. Okay. Like I said, it's a garnish. It's a garnish. Okay, guys, we're gonna put a little bit of our garnish at the bottom of our bowl, right? Kind of make sure everything is getting something. We have this area here. And then we have like, this is gonna be sweet. It's not. Okay? We put other seasoning in here. And then we want to hit it with our dry parsley and then you're done. So let's get a little bit of sauce there. Definitely pair this with a savory potato or grit. It'll balance out really nicely. Thank you guys so much. I missed you guys. Excuse me for having all this food in my mouth. Try this. Tell me how it comes out. And if you have any questions, DM me. You have my number, text me. But let me know how this turned out for you. And I will see you next week. Bye.